You're all welcome once again. Just like I was saying in the previous video recording, there are two entry-level packages. The first entry-level package is called Diamond and costs right now the sum of 85,000 francs CFA, and the second package costs the sum of 125,000 francs CFA. So like I did advise in the previous recording, if your means permit or you know what you can possibly do to raise up to the sum of 125,000 francs CFA, please go ahead and do whatever it is, provided you are doing it within the legitimate perspective or from a legitimate perspective. Please raise 125,000 francs CFA and you do your sign up with. Remember, this registration you are doing is done only once for a lifetime. So with this particular organization, you register only once for a lifetime through either of these entry-level packages. Now, for those who come in with the second package or through the second package, there are certain reservations. In fact, there are certain advantages reserved exclusively for them that those who come in with the first entry-level package will not have or don't have access to. Now, I'm going to be showing you some of those advantages in a not too distant time from now. Now, for somebody who says, okay, I'm particularly interested in a particular domain, how do I go about this? How do I become a member of this organization? How do I register? It's simple. The various entry-level packages I just showed you, the first one, which costs 85,000 francs, and the second one, which is 125,000 francs. If you have that money handy right now, is either you go to the UBA bank, wherever you find yourself, if you can have access to the UBA bank, go there and pay the amount of money in this account number, which you see right here. And the account name is, like you see here, Lifeplus Foundation International. And here is the account number. Or if you are where you have the Intarincon Cooperative Credit Union, Intarincon Cooperative Credit Union, if you have one closer to you, just go there with your money. Whether it's the 85,000 francs or the 125,000 francs, simply go and pay that amount of money in this particular account, which also has this Lifeplus Foundation International as the account name. Once this payment is done, that is to show you how legal and how organized this particular organization is. So everything that has to do with finances goes through the bank or through the cooperative credit union. That is how organized they are. That is to tell you that they're actually out to do legitimate, clean business. So it's not a situation where money has to be changing hands. You go and give money to somebody, say, okay, go and register me in the system, and probably at some point the money ends up not getting to the right quarters or not getting to where it's supposed to get to. So to avoid all of that, you go straight to the bank or to the cooperative credit union, whichever that is closer to you. Make use of it. Now, once that payment is done, definitely the bank or the cooperative credit union in question is going to issue you a receipt. Once you have that proof of payment, that valid receipt, what you're going to do next is you're going to take that receipt to the nearest Lifeplus Foundation International office. It has its offices. In fact, it is represented in so many towns of Cameroon. There is an office in Limbe, there is an office in Boya, Bamenda, Douala, Yaoundé, Kribi. In fact, most of the major towns in Cameroon, you will find their offices there. If you can't get to any of these offices, if you can have access to your upline, definitely your upline is going to give you some assistance. But it is preferable you get to the office, whether in the company of your upline or not, just get to any of our offices. Once you get to the office, you present your receipt of payment, your valid receipt of payment. There is a form which will be given to you, which you are going to fill. And on that form, you're also going to precise who your upline is, who is the person that spoke to you about this business. Definitely, you will have the person's information, what is referred to as the referral link of the person. The person is definitely going to give you this or a referral link. Now, with that referral link, the person in the office whom we are going to meet is going to assist you in the signing you up or in registering you officially in the system of this organization. But before you get registered in this organization, you have to show proof of payment of the entry-level package you are interested in through a bank, through the receipt which would have been given to you by the bank or the cooperative credit union. Now, once you do that presentation of the receipt at the level of the office, that form will be filled. there's a lot of information that will be expected from you that will be written on that form, and that information will be made use of to sign you officially in the system so that the system can now recognize you as an official member of the organization, and then you are exposed now to all the benefits that every member is legitimately exposed to. As simple as that. Now, a very important question at this point is, the money I just used, for instance, to purchase an entry-level package, be it the diamond package or the platinum package, what is this amount of money used for? What is the company using this amount of money to achieve? Or how is the money I just paid as registration spent? Very simple. Now I'm going to explain to you, using this particular chart, exactly how this amount of money is spent. So take a walk with me. Now, like I did mention earlier, once you register with this organization, you are going to be trained in a particular career area, Now, how is the training going to be done? Definitely a professional is going to be assigned to do the training either for you or for maybe, because you might probably not be the only one who is interested in that particular training. There might be several of you who have chosen that particular career area to receive training in. So the person who is going to be training you is definitely going to be paid. And so the amount of money that is going to be given to him or he's going to be paid with is going to be deducted from that particular registration fee which you brought in the system. So part of the amount of money you paid for the package, for the entry-level package, is going to be used as the trainer's charge or to pay the person who is going to be giving you the training. Then during the training process, they are going to give you training manuals, because the truth be told, you can never retain everything that you are given during the training. So they accompany the training itself, which is practical. They accompany with what we call training manuals. That way, even if you are no longer beside the trainer, once you move somewhere, maybe far off to somewhere, and you want to start executing or implementing the knowledge which you have received during the training, probably there are some areas you might not be able to recall. You might have probably forgotten some details that were given to you. But thanks to this training manual that you'll be given, you'll be able to consult it and maybe remind yourself of some of the things that were mentioned during the training period. That is number two. So this particular document or this training manual will also be taken care of by part of the registration money or part of the package subscription fee which you came in with. Now, there is what we call training materials, which means that during your period of training, because the training is purely practical, now you will require practical material. For instance, somebody who says is interested in the domain of mushroom cultivation. Now, the substances that are going to be combined together in various proportions, for you to be able to constitute what they call the substrate that will be producing the mushroom. Now, where will these materials come from? They will need to purchase these materials to use it for practical demonstration. Part of the money you paid for subscription also is going to come from it, or is going to come out to take care of these particular training materials. Then, usually the trainings are done within a time frame of 2 days. And within these 2 days, you will need, because the training usually begins in the morning and sometimes ends at about 5 p.m. So if you have to spend an entire day, to go through your training process, then at some point you will need to relax, maybe get some refreshment and so on. So your feeding for the 2 days also is taken care of by part of that money which you registered with. Then at the end of your training period, you are going to be awarded a certificate. You are going to be awarded a certificate of completion of training, which you could probably refer to as an attestation, but this one actually is a certificate that's going to be given to you. So the production of the certificate also is taken care of by part of that amount of money which you paid. Then at the end of your training, you are going to be assigned a mentor. Now, somebody who will be in charge of following you up to make sure that by the time you start doing your execution on the field, the person from time to time will have to follow you up, pass there to check what you're actually doing on the field to find out if you're actually applying the knowledge strictly the way you were given the knowledge during your training period, just to make sure that they help you to minimize errors or to minimize maybe some losses which you would have registered, assuming that you were doing it independently. So this person who is giving you this mentorship or this follow-up also needs to be paid. And his payment also is taken care of by part of the amount of money you pay. Then you are going to be given what we call market opportunities. Now, market opportunities here simply means that by the time you start, maybe assuming that you went through a training process for mushroom cultivation, by the time you eventually establish and you have your mushroom already available, where do you sell them? Or what do you do with the mushroom? The truth be told, there are two possible things you can do with mushroom. You can either choose to consume the mushroom yourself, or you consume part of it, and the other part of it you can choose to sell. Now, if you choose to sell, for instance, who are you going to sell to? Do you know the market where you can possibly go and do the sales? That is where this company comes in again, meaning that this company can come in if you don't know who to go and sell your mushroom to, or your hamster, or the cutting grass to. You don't know who to go and sell your goats to. You don't know who to go and sell your piglets or your pigs to, or your fish or your rabbits or whatever it is which you have produced. If you don't know, this particular company can come back to you. All you just need to do is indicate to the company that whatever it is you're producing is available, is ready now for sale. Now the company comes in and then does the purchases on your behalf without you bothering yourself on going out to source for the markets where you can possibly go and do the sales. Or if you as well know a market where you can go and do the sales yourself directly, you are also free to do that. You're also free to do that. So these are the various market opportunities that you have available to you. The ones which are out there, maybe some companies, particularly in the Western world, who are always ready to buy huge quantities of some of the produces that are being produced by people who have undertaken training courses in they are both mentioned or in their aforementioned areas. These companies are always available to consume huge quantities of such elements that have been produced by the various farmers. Then the company also, that's the Lifeplus organization itself, also can come to you and do the purchase of whatever it is you have produced. Then you have what we call the personalized link, which means that everybody is going to have what we call an account with a website. Some people will commonly refer to it as a back office. In fact, that back office is simply a website which helps you to be able to track your progress in the company. So there are lots of key information which you can actually get to consult, which actually permits you to evaluate also your level of progress in the company, especially for those who are undertaking the referral program, those who are actually adopting the referral program of the company. You can actually get to do a tracking through this particular back office. We are still going to get to that level, and I'll be giving more details on that. Then, once somebody signs up in the company, because the truth be told, you cannot be a member of this company without passing through somebody, meaning that somebody must have spoken to you about this company. And so when you register with this company, you are definitely registering through that person. So everybody who is a member of the company definitely got to be a member by registering through the referral link of somebody. And the person whose referral link you are using to sign up needs to be paid a certain commission, because it would be assumed that that person whose referral link you made use of to become a member of the company is actually the one who brought you to this company. And so the company has a way of telling the person, thank you for bringing this person into this company, by giving him a certain amount, in fact, by giving him a certain commission, which is referred to as a direct referral commission or a referral benefit. So part of the money that you have paid through, that is through the purchase of your entry-level package, is going to be used as a referral benefit or referral commission to your upline, alongside other benefits or other commissions, which we are still going to look at subsequently. Then to end up, there is what we call a starter pack for everybody who is signing up. On that particular day you are signing up, there is a package. In fact, there is a gift that the company gives to you instantly, which is a way of welcoming you officially into the family, into the organization. So you are being given that ceremonial welcome through the presentation of a starter pack, or something called a pack. We call it a starter pack. We call it a starter pack because it's a pack which is given to people who are just getting started, meaning that people who have registered officially and they want to start working. And just before I forget, let me mention that with this particular company, it is not possible for you to create an account, because I said something with regards to a website account, which you are expected to have, or what we call a back office. There is no way you can have an account created for yourself on the website of the company when you have not paid the money that corresponds to either the first package or the second package. It's not like it happens with other companies where you can create a free account and then you start looking for means to raise funds to come and purchase an entry-level package. No, with this one, you begin first by doing the payment of the money. So you have to do the purchase of the package before it is narrowed down to the level of the creation of an account for yourself on the website of the company. So look at the various ways in which the money you spend through a subscription package is being used or are being used. Now, these are the various ways. These are the various ways. There are up to 10 different ways in which that particular amount of money you have paid is made use of. It's as simple as that. Now, the question is, isn't all of it worth it? Or isn't all this worth it? Of course. Now, if you have been given the explanation as to how the amount of money you are bringing into the organization through a subscription package is being used or is being made use of, and you see that everything, almost everything is coming back to you, that amount of money is relatively spent completely in its entirety on you who even brought the money. Look at the various things that will accompany you, or that the amount of money you brought is going to be made use of, in relation to you again. So realize that this is not actually a company that is out to swindle money out of its members, but it is actually out there to empower its members. First of all, they are actually proving their legitimacy and their genuineness in the market by making sure that the money you join the company with, a majority of it or a greater portion out of it is spent again on you who actually brought the money to become a member of the company, as opposed to other companies that are actually out to capitalize on the money that the various members are actually bringing. But here is relatively different. So you can see it for yourself. Now, the starter pack, which I just mentioned a while ago, for somebody who joins the company through a diamond pack, the starter pack that you're going to get is this t-shirt, the company's t-shirt, like you see on the left side. So that's the only gift that you're going to receive from the company. Now, for somebody who comes in through the platinum package, these are the elements that constitute the starter pack which you are going to receive. First, you are going to get the company's honey, pure honey, natural honey. You are going to get a bottle of it. You are going to get a sachet, not a sachet. You are going to get at least, how do I call it, a box of what? Mushroom tea. You are going to get the company's mushroom tea. Now, in addition to that, you are going to get what we call cassava flour. You are going to get the cassava flour that the company is going to give to you also as a gift. In addition to that, you are going to get the company's t-shirt. You're also going to be given a face cap alongside this umbrella. So these are the things that are going to be put inside this bag, this shopping bag. All of it will be put inside and given to you as a gift on that particular day you are doing your subscription. So you see, this is one of the advantages that the person coming in with a platinum package is definitely going to be enjoying, as opposed to somebody coming in with a diamond package. It's as simple as that. So now, having understood all of this, we are going to be discussing about the referral program of this company. How is the referral program, or what does it look like? So if you really want to have details on the referral program, then please do well to watch the next recording. In the next recording, I'm going to be giving you step by step, point by point, the compensation plan, or the elements that constitute the compensation plan. And let me remind you that in this business, it's not about you necessarily going out there to bring somebody. It's not a situation whereby if you don't bring somebody, you don't make money from the system. No. Remember, this system is solely to give you what we call capacity building in a particular domain, be it in the agri sector or in the non-agri sector. So it's first of all about the knowledge you are going to receive, or the knowledge you are going to help somebody to come and receive through the referral program. That is how we look at it. It's not really about the compensation plan. It's about you getting to empower yourself, getting to receive capacity building that can permit you to be autonomous, to operate independently in the society, be able to produce something. Like I did say before, if we are going back to the soil, That is the only place we can't go to and return empty-handed. So you need capacity building. You need to receive advanced knowledge, cutting-edge knowledge, especially within the context of this era of AI-dominated application, like I mentioned earlier. So once you receive advanced knowledge in any of these areas, you can go to the field and you start investing. I know some people will come up with some excuses like, okay, yes, it's true, I've received maybe advanced training in mushroom cultivation or snail cultivation or production of cassava or fish farming or cassava farming or rabbit farming and so on and so forth. But right now, I don't have the money, I don't have the finances necessary to establish. So what do I do? Does it mean that everything ends there? Now, just before I forget as well, the company has also done a careful thinking in that particular line, which means that if you happen to find yourself in the category of people who have undergone training in particular domains and at the end you don't have money to go and establish, there are two options. Number one is either you choose to become a networker or a partner. Let me put it that way, a partner, which is actually referred to as a connector. If you become a connector who is an active partner, a connector is simply an active partner with the company. Once you become an active partner or a connector, it therefore means the people who are joining the organization through you, because you are the one who is actually connecting these people to the organization. So you are the intermediary, so you are the connector. So anybody you connect to this organization, you have what we call a referral commission. So there are several types of referral commissions that you can benefit from. As a matter of fact, there are up to 10. If you want to get details on these various commissions, please do well to watch the next recording where I'll be doing a detail out on the compensation plan of this organization. So if you choose to be an active partner or a connector, then the referral commissions you're going to be getting, you can actually put all of that together and it will help you to do what? To establish. You can go operational on the field in the area where you actually receive training in. If you can't explore that option, there is a second option, because this organization has been able to establish a cooperative credit union, which is called Lifeplus Cooperative Credit Union. Now, this credit union was established solely for the purpose of assisting its members through a cooperative methodology. It means that the more people we have in this organization, the more money that cooperative credit union has. Now, it's not really about the cooperative credit union making so much money because there are so many people inside. No, the main objective of the cooperative credit union is to permit members who, after going through their training successfully and don't have the means financially to establish, they can actually receive loans from this cooperative credit union at an interest rate of just 1%. An interest rate of just 1%. So with an interest rate of just 1%, you as a member of the organization can actually get to enjoy a loan from the cooperative credit union, which will help you to establish. Now, once you've done that, you'll be able to repay the loan piecemeal or gradually. Now, these are the two possible options that you have after completing your training process. If you don't have the financial means to be able to establish yourself, then you can make use of either of these two, which I just mentioned. It's as simple as that. So this is to tell you that every loophole has been taken care of. Every question that you're probably nursing to ask with regards to some difficulties you might be thinking that you can eventually have in due course, trust me, all the best solutions have been crafted out already that will handle those various questions of yours. So it's as simple as this. So once you get involved with the organization, it is that simple. You get your training, you go to the field, you start practicing. At the end of it, whatever it is you're producing is ready. The market is there, ready for you. If you do not do this, trust me, time is coming when in fact, like I did mention in the first video, where I said there are so many robots that are capable of doing too many things in our world today, so many, meaning that there are many people who are going to be losing their jobs. But the one thing that people must do every day is to eat. It's either they are eating your fish, which you're producing, they're eating your mushroom, they're eating your snails, they're consuming your cassava in any form, or they're consuming, I don't know, whatever it is. Now, agriculture is the way. Agriculture is the way for everybody. So if you are not somebody who is producing something that others can be able to buy from you, then you are still on the lower side of the divide, and you need to move from that space to the positive side or to the higher side where you are capable of becoming a producer. You should also learn to sell. If all along you have been buying all along, you have just been doing purchases, you have been buying every blessed day, you are buying, you are spending money. Learn also to start producing the same money. Let others be capable of buying something from you as well. And the easiest place to get something to sell to others is from the soil. People must eat every blessed day. That is why agriculture will always remain immortal, or should I say, will always remain valid, or will always have its place till the end of this world. It is always a necessity because humans must consume food every blessed day. So at this point, we are going to be calling it quit. Please do well to click on the subscription button for notification on the subsequent videos that are going to be uploaded, just in case you haven't done so yet. And please do well to watch the next video recording, the third one. As a matter of fact, make sure you don't miss out on that particular video presentation, which is going to be solely on the compensation plan, showing you details on how to become an active partner to generate a lot of financial resources for yourself that can permit you establish yourself. And I'm also going to be throwing more light on the cooperative credit union, where you can actually receive a loan from there and you pay just 1% interest. Then if you are somebody who joined this business using the platinum package, then the advantages which I mentioned earlier on that are reserved strictly for those who are members of the organization who came in through the platinum package, I'm going to be mentioning those advantages. And trust me, they are mouth-watering advantages. You don't want to miss out on that particular video. Look for it and watch it, and you come back and thank me for advising you to go in for the second package and not the first package. Thank you.